Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and please welcome my very special guest today, Kelly Healer Kelly. Hi, Kelly.
Jean, hi. Thank you for having me. It's such an honor to be here. I look forward to our time.
It was so much fun. We went to we went to a different place when we were backstage. It was fun just reminiscing and bringing in that energy too. Did you feel it? Well, when we were talking about it, it sort of raised the energy
Mm-hmm.
and allowed us to revisit that memory, which is always a good idea for everybody here. If you are, feeling a little bit unsettled or a little bit disappointed or having lower energies, you can always remember a fond memory, and you can always remember it's a fun time or a time where you were laughing your head off and you couldn't stop laughing. Even a memory is something that'll just help to raise your vibration and change the frequency of the mood that you're in, and it'll help to get you over to the next few moments to carry on. Yeah. So thank you very much, Kelly. So, Kelly, tell us a little bit about what might be coming up on your channel. What's been going on and what might be coming up? I know I've seen you with Allie and Terry and all the ladies. Tell us what's happening on your channel.
Um, this week is a busier week. I'm so happy to be here with you today. Tomorrow I'm on the Dream Show with Allie and Terry and Diana, and that's every week at 6 Pacific time. And Thursday I am on with Friday is Allie. Thursday is Kate Joyful. She just changed her name. Joyful. I can't think of it.
Okay.
But you know what? I'll put a link. I'll put a link in my community page. It's at 6:00 Thursday night. It's with Kate, and we are going to be talking about joy and staying in that energy of joy. And then Friday Allie, and then Saturday Scott, Sun Scorpio Tarot.
Oh, he's lovely, isn't he? I was just on with Scott yesterday, and I love being a guest on his show. He treats all of his guests so well, and he treats all of his viewers and members and subscribers very well. He's just a sweetheart. And to raise everybody's vibration, we showed everybody the video of Scott's angel, and you've seen Scott's angel fly into his heart, right? Yeah.
That is amazing.
It is mind-blowing. It is, and it's a really good reminder. It's that thing that you can bring up time after time to raise your vibration and reaffirm your belief in that your angels and spirit guides are all around us. And not that we don't believe, but just seeing it again really does help to solidify it and reassure all of us.
It really does. It really helps, because you're right. We do know. We know they're with, but getting that validation every once in a while just kind of gives us that extra little support that we may need. But yeah, I've seen that video. It's incredible.
It is. So we have Venus is here. Hi, Venus. Nice to see you. And we have Annie Bear is here. Nice to see you. And she said she's walking and listening. That's wonderful.
Nice. Enjoy.
We've encouraged that. And Bernadette is here with us. Nice to see you, Bernadette. Nancy Smith is here. Maria Marino. Oh, look. And Akila B. Hi, Akila. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Jenny Berlin is here. Hi, Jenny. And she says, Kelly, I love your hair. And I wanted to mention that too. It looks really cute.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got it cut.
I love the length on you. It looks really cute. And I see all the there's on the YouTube they have people cutting their hair off like that. But I haven't been inspired just yet, but it looks really cute on you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it had been months and months. I want to say it had been like 5 months since I had a haircut. And sometimes I've gone longer, but you just know when you're ready, and it's like I am ready for that, just to cut that off and release, and it always makes me feel better.
Mm-hmm. No, it looks really cute.
Oh, thank
And
you.
Angela is here. Nice to see you. And
Thank you.
Jenny was saying, yes, Scott Scorpio is such a honey. He
He's
certainly
such a
is.
honey.
He's very sweet and very kind soul. Delphi is here. Hi, Delphi. Nice to see you. Nancy O'Crone's Intuition is here. Hi,
Nancy,
Nancy.
hello.
Nice to see you. Jen Bowles is here. And I think I already said Nancy. Thank you, everybody, for being here. So nice to see you. And we will be doing readings on spirit guides, messages from your spirit guides, messages from your angels, messages from your ancestors. So if you want to put your questions in caps and use emojis, and you can frame them around this guideline here, that would be good. So we appreciate everybody being here. Oh, look, Amanda Carroll is here. Look at those
Hello,
colorful
Amanda.
hearts.
Oh,
Mhm.
thanks, you guys, for being here. Thank you,
And
thank you, thank you.
Carl is here, sending love and abundance. Aw, thank you, Carl. That was sweet.
I
And
accept.
Judy is here. I'm always grateful that I remember Judy's name.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Thank you very much. And Cindy and Encinitas is here. Hi, Cindy. Nice to see you. And okay, very good. So Jenny's here. Very good. Let's go ahead and get started with Cindy. And
Okay.
she says, simply, I'd love a message from my spirit guides today.
Alrighty.
So what I'm getting right away, Cindy, is that you've been keeping busy. I feel like you're keeping busy, you're keeping occupied, but I feel like you have something in the back of your mind that you'd rather be doing, or you feel like you should be doing something different, but you are busy. Let me see what I'm feeling here. Yeah, they want you to connect with them just a little bit more. They want you to be purposeful and almost include them. They want you to bring them in your busyness. It's not like you're busy and you have to do your human 3D stuff, and then when you're done doing that, then you can go to your spirit guides. They said, bring us in. Bring us in the mix. They're saying, talk to us throughout your day. Talk to us and bring us in and talk to your spirit guides and involve them in whatever it is that you're working on. They're saying it's wonderful to have a sacred practice and a silent practice and an alone time to listen to guidance. And then it's also appropriate to have and it might be more angelic energy that's around you, but it's angels and spirit guides that you can carry with you throughout the day. And this ongoing conversation, this ongoing dialogue, and repeatedly just checking in with them, I think is what they're telling you, Cindy. What did you get, Kelly?
Cindy, I get that you're going through an upgrade, and they're showing me like you're literally like peeling off the layers, and this happens when we're upgraded, and what it does is it releases all the things that are no longer in alignment and serving us anymore. And so I get that you're going through that, and to help the process up, just to help it along and to speed it up. They're saying that it would be beneficial to, just if there's any grudges or hurts or anything that you've been holding on to, they're saying to let that go. Just to forgive, and you don't need to forget, but if you could forgive, that's going to help the upgrade. Just kind of speed it up. And they said, you do it for you, you don't do it for them. And also, it's really important, too, when we are going through this, is to really keep your cup full, because we're so sensitive to the emotions around us and whatnot. And so, it's okay to give, but just make sure that you're giving from a full cup. They're saying, worries, to let go of the worries, that everything is fine, that you're right where you need to be. And also, if there's anybody that you're feeling like you're not in alignment with, you may start feeling them just kind of stepping away, and just know that that is for your highest good. Or you might be feeling like you may need to be stepping away from people or situations, thank you, that are no longer serving you. And really hone into that, and pay attention to that. Because if you if you're like, but they're my best friend, or it's family, but yet you're being called to maybe just take a step back, really tune in and listen to that, because it's your angels and guides just really looking out for you. And then lastly, they're just saying, remember your quiet time, and then everything in moderation, which is good for all of us.
Beautiful. Wonderful. And Cindy's like, wow. Wonderful. Thank you, Cindy. And thank you, Kelly. Whoops. So Jenny notices my unicorn back there, over there.
Oh, I love it, Jean.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can. This you can't see me point, but there's my unicorn back there. I did a show, and I introduced him and told the story that we did a unicorn show together one time, and it was like a few days after the show of connecting to unicorn and bringing in messages, that I went to the secondhand shop to find tablecloths for my psychic fairs. And I walked in, and it was almost like there was like a light shining on it. It was right there on the end of the aisle, right there for me. And I couldn't believe it. And I picked it up, and it was very affordable, and it was antique. Well, not antique. I guess it was vintage, and it was spotless. There was not a crack on it. And I just felt like it was for me.
Yes, it was. It was. Aren't those moments in time where those things happen? It's like the best. I mean, it's like winning the lottery sometimes, when a person finds those things that you truly know were meant for you.
Yeah, it felt like a synchronicity. And that's exactly what Jenny just said. You said those words as she was popping that up. It was meant for you. And it was like, you have like that, you feel that little slight shift in the energy, like you step back, and something, just the awareness kicks in, and it's very subtle, but it's really important to pay attention to those times, because whenever you feel that, that is when there's divine guidance, whether it's your
Yes.
spirit guides, angels, ancestors, unicorns, whatever it is a divine guidance and divine intervention that is coming through. And you can feel the difference. You can feel and it's not just you stepping back. It's like there's a little shift in the energy that makes you take that moment and say, something just happened here. It's
Right.
that recognition and that awareness. And I'm telling you, that is so special to recognize, appreciate, and to point that out, and to listen for that again. It's really very subtle. Hmm.
And I love how you're honoring her right there. She's a part
Oh.
of every show. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. Um, All right. So I see Angela here, and then I'll call and see who's next. Dolly, you're after Angela. So stick around and just say hello, Dolly L. And Angela says, I'd love an angel reading. Angela Hudkins. I feel like you have an intimate connection with your angels there, Miss Angela, and I feel like you do have like totems around uh, your home, angel either figurines or angel wall hangings, angel things around you, and I feel like there's some shiny things too. Is what they're showing me. Things that reflect the light. I don't know if you have like a sun catcher with an angel or an angel that is like has crystals in it. But they love that you keep this vibration around your at your home, and they say that it is almost like a validation that you trust them and invite them in. And it's not just for decor. It's not just for, for our own aesthetics. It is a sign or a message to the angels that you're open and connecting with them. I do feel as though you also have had a like an earth angel experience, like somewhere somehow, whether it was an accident that you were not hurt, or that you had a near miss, um or the there's just something where you felt like you had an angel intervention, like the angels protected you, or the angels saved you. Um and you do feel protected. You do feel you feel like your angels are there. I don't know what it is that occurred. And it could have been something even like a breakup or something that your angels really helped you through it. But you do feel and trust that feeling. It's not your imagination. You do feel the support from your angelic team. And I do feel as though you communicate with them, whether or not it's verbally, but you do subconsciously and even in your dreams. But I do feel a really strong connection with them, with yourself and your angels. How about you, Kelly?
Oh, that was beautiful, Jean. So beautiful. Angela, thank you for being here. They I'm getting that they really want you to pay attention to orbs. And so that they're coming in forms of energy, which are, are light forms, and they can be sparkly, they can, have color in them. But I if you took pictures at Christmas, go back and look at your pictures at Christmas, because I think there is some orbs in those pictures. However, they're telling me, that they're around to have faith, and they really, I'm feeling it in my throat. They want you to talk to them. Let them know what you need, and just how they can be hopeful in your life. Just to start talking to them more, and then just trust and believe that they're there, and that they're going to they're going to help you out. um they also want you to start taking more photos, either with a camera or your phone, so you can get the validation that you'll to see that they're there. And it can be a lot of fun, because I have literally, there was times where I used to put things on eBay, and I would go to take a picture, and I'd have the item laying on the floor, and it would be covered in orbs, and I'd take a picture, and it's like covered in orbs. And finally I'd say, okay, I'm so happy you're here, but you have to move off my item. And so I'm getting that this they're going to work with you like that, take pictures, and whenever you're called to it. I'm also They're also saying that they want you to have more fun. And so whether it's just letting the inner child out, skipping, playing, dancing, but they want you to have fun, and not to take life so serious. And then Two, I'm getting to take care of your heart. And so there, again, if there's any forgiveness that needs to happen to anybody out there, meditation, nature would be really good. And then just doing your gratitudes. And it can, when you do your gratitudes, you can include your angels. And then lastly, I'm getting that if there's, and this is just totally random, if there's something that needs to be repaired, that I don't know if you have something in your house or in a drawer that has just been needing to be fixed. They're wanting that to get repaired. So I don't get it like it's like a big thing. I just get it's like maybe little things that are around that need, and this is going to be helpful to clear the energy.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, thank you, Angela, and thank you, Kelly. That was very nice. And Dolly says that she is here. Okay, let's go with Dolly. And
Alrighty.
after Dolly, I see Carl. So Carl, just say hello. Hi, Val from Illumination Portal is here. Hi, Val. So nice to see you. Oh, and Angela. Oh, sorry. Angela says, beautiful messages. Thanks so much. Spot on. Definitely resonates. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, so Dolly is next. Hello, Jean, Kelly, everyone in chat. If you have time, I would love a message from my guides.
All
right. Thanks, Carl. I see you. So for some reason, I'm picking up something about officially for your name, Dolly. I don't know what's going on with your name. But they're showing me your full name and almost like a document, and an official document with your name on it. And it's almost like they want you to honor yourself and to there's something that you may want to do for yourself, and it may be something official. You may want to put your name on a deed or your name. There's something about this. I don't know what they're talking about specifically, but it's something official and something with your name and something that you're doing for yourself. Like this will benefit you. I'm not sure if you've been thinking about, I don't want to suppose, but it could be several different things that you've been thinking about taking a step forward. Whether it's, some type of planning, or some type of, what do you call that? When you leave something to somebody, if you have, and it's not a trust, but if you leave a gift to
Inheritance.
Inheritance, yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it just feels like you might be thinking about getting some things in order, and getting things arranged, and doing this for yourself. They want you to take a moment and take in the miracle of your life and your experience here in this world, and to sort of take stock in the importance and the randomness of what you've experienced in this world. They want you to know what your importance is and your accomplishments are, um, and almost like validating your experience here in this world. I feel like you're putting your name on something. Are you getting like a plaque or something that you're putting your name on? It keeps coming up, but it's about a recognition. Either that or somebody's going to be honoring you and somebody's going to be handing you something with a plaque on it, or somebody's going to be dedicating something to you. And it is a place of honor. And they're saying that you have earned this place of honor, and you have earned this place of being cherished by your loved ones. And they want you to take this in and accept the moment and the feeling and the kindness from others and the compassion from others. I feel like you might be, you know, I don't hope I'm not ruining the surprise for a surprise party or something, but I just feel like
That's
you're going to be
beautiful.
honored. So yeah, I'm not sure if that means anything to you, Dolly.
That is beautiful. I
How about
I get that there's change coming in, Dolly. So I don't know if you've been if you're feeling it or if you've been wanting it. But I get that there's change coming. Just hang in there. I just heard patience. And they're reminding you that that there isn't mistakes. It's all growth and ways to get us back on our path, the redirection. Um, they want you to well, first of all, your third eye is like pulsating. It's really open, so you can really work with that, work with your intuition and getting downloads and messages. However, when we are so open, it's really important, Dolly, to protect your energy, especially if you're going to be around any harsh energy or um, negative environments or whatnot. It's just it's just in general to be sure to remember just to put protection around you. But as much as it's important to remember protection, if you have to be in situations like this, what they're wanting you to do is to be sure to clear your energy and make sure that if when you've been around these energies, that you clear your energy so you keep your third eye and all of your chakras open. um i I don't know if I'm hearing study, and so I don't know if you're thinking about taking classes or if it's and sometimes it can even be watching just YouTube videos. We learn, and it helps us in our day-to-day lives, which is school and education. So I don't know if you're thinking about taking classes or going to school, whether it be in person or online. um, or and sometimes it can even just be grabbing books that you and educating yourself too. So I do get that. And then lastly, breath work is really important for you. So make sure that you're doing the deep breathing to release any stress, anxiety, worry, and it's good for your lungs, it's good for your nervous system, and it's just to keep us in tune too of the divine. But yeah, that's what I get for you, Dolly.
Wonderful. All the best to you, Dolly. And please let us know, follow up. Let us know what that all was about. Interesting.
It sounds
So
really exciting.
it is. It is. And Carl is next. And after Carl, I have J.A. And Carl says, I'd be super grateful for a message from my spirit guides. So you're a light worker, Carl. I feel that the sensitivity inside of your solar plexus, they brought me right to my solar plexus, and um the genuine, authentic, compassionate, and inquisitive you know that there's you can feel the energies, and you can sense, not only that you can feel with your body, but you can sense with your knowing. There is an awareness that you have, and it I can feel it in my solar plexus. But there's an awareness that you have. It's almost like a remembering or something that you've always known. I feel like you might be also extending your psychic gifts if you are called to do so, but you feel the shift in the energies and the frequencies and what's going on in this, I almost said this realm, but this world, and which is a realm. But I think that you feel and sense that there's more to this world than what meets the eye. I think you know that we all have a soul that is also communicating and interacting with us. And this awareness and this, I don't know. I think more and more things are going to be starting to come online for you, Carl. We're all going through a change and a shakeup, and being knocked off of our comfort zone and pushed out into an unknown sort of energy or frequency, or there's not this routine able to anticipate what comes next. And I think that this is going to maybe help us sort of shake out of our comfort zone and move us into the direction in which is going to serve us and serve the most people in the best way. And us, by getting to know our own selves and by connecting to our own soul's vibration, and to learning more about how to develop our other non-physical senses, the clair-knowing, clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. By exercising and bringing these into our everyday lives and raising our vibration and working on expanding our awareness, it'll help all of humanity to evolve into that higher frequency. I feel like you have this knowing, you have this really beautiful sensitivity, and this kind, compassionate authenticity in your soul, Carl. And you've been led, and you're extremely curious, which is really wonderful. And I'm not sure if you've taken any classes yet, but I do see you expanding. I see you reading a lot of books. You know a lot of information. You know a lot of what other people's experiences are, but you're wondering what your experience might be. So I'm hopeful. I'm looking forward to hearing all about it, Carl.
Oh, that's beautiful, Jean. Hey, Carl. Same. I get, you are really, really intuitive. I pulled this card, and it says, "Let this be your sign." But look at that. There's steps. There's steps going to show that you're on the right path, and it's lit up. And so they want to remind you that you are on the right path, and to really, really trust yourself. And I get there's been some things that you've been working through, and they want you to know that some of that is like past life stuff that's coming up that could be triggering you, or just stuff that you've been dealing with. I get is from another life. And so I always say, if you can, sometimes we have to feel it and see it to heal it. If you're able to do that, it would be good if you could. And so if there's something that you're thinking about starting, they're saying to go for it, do it. You'll be happy. You'll be happy you did. And I do get that you're going to be getting, you're going to be hearing from some, I don't know if you've been waiting on hearing from somebody, or if it's somebody that you haven't heard from in a long time, that all of a sudden you get something in the mail, or a text message or email from somebody you've been waiting on, or somebody that you haven't heard from in a while. And then lastly, Carl, I don't know where you live, but they're saying just to use extra caution. So, there's so many bugs and whatnot out there. So just you know, take care of your immune system, and just just be cautious when going out. Not that you have to be afraid, but they're just be more alert when going out and whatnot, and just taking care of and taking care of our immune system can be making sure that we get enough rest, or napping and listening to our bodies. And I do get that there's something coming up where there's going to be, and maybe this is where you get the text message or email or letter, but I get that there's something coming up, like a gathering together where and I don't, we just had Valentine's Day, so I don't, but I get that there's something that you guys are, that a bunch of you or a few of you are going to get together, and maybe it could be meeting up for dinner or something. But they're saying to go ahead and do that. That would be fun for you guys.
That's wonderful. So he's like, you guys are incredible. Definitely. I'm going to do courses soon. So wonderful. And he says, I need to learn to live in trust more. Yeah, you're on your way, Carl.
Yeah.
You're on your way. You know what to do for sure. All the best to you. And thank you for your question. So next I have Jay. And Jay is here. And let me just choose who's next. Got to take some of these, the ones I already read out so I can see them. Is Maria Marino still here? Maria, if you could just say hi, and we'll go with that. So Jay says, hi, beautifuls. I quit my job last week because I felt like I was led to and validated by my spirit team to do so, despite financial concerns. Can you offer info about that, and if I will find a job soon? I think that I think congratulations is in order, Jay, for you taking care of yourself, for making a decision that is in your highest good. And we always want to make sure that we don't. And I understand that if it was a an a position or a circumstance that you just couldn't tolerate for one more minute. And typically what we say is look for a job before you leave so that you have some safety net there. But I think that I trust you, and I feel that you trust yourself, that it was not a healthy or supportive environment for you, and you are a very sensitive individual. You and your skills are able to be well utilized in a different circumstance for sure. And I'm not sure, do you work in the medical field, Jay? You are very sensitive. It might be several weeks, and you may have several, which is good. You want to go on several interviews, and you're not being interviewed by the employer. You are interviewing them, and I would really look into some questions that you can ask that are important to you. But it may be several weeks. And I think that you'll be okay with that, because I think you need some time to decompress and to release some of the tension and stress that you had at your other job, so that you can be clear-headed and a little more sort of restored to move into a new position. But I do feel like this new position is going to be supportive. It's going to be challenging. You may have to learn new skills, but you'll do very well. You'll like it. I feel like there are supportive people around you, and they respect your skills. Almost like you're not being micromanaged at this new position. You're being sort of like being a team member, and you're expected to take care of certain tasks or certain responsibilities, and then left on your own to do it. And I think that you work better like that rather than having somebody who's breathing down your neck and almost making your life, really miserable. It's not the job, it's the personnel. So I think that this next position that you end up with will be very good for you and supportive, and you will be on your own, which is, you only have yourself to complete the job, but I think that you'll be better off because you can rely on yourself. You know what I mean? And you just won't have the negativity around you. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people really in a lot of stress themselves. They have, home life or family life that's stressful. And I'm not making excuses for anybody's behavior, but we just need to consider giving, people a little bit of slack and say, what you did and what you said isn't right. And it makes me feel uncomfortable. But, I can see how you could be that way, or I could see that something else may be causing you to be that way. And just maybe find a little compassion, because you don't want to hold that energy or carry that energy with you. You want to try and find some sort of a middle ground where you can understand why they may be causing you so much havoc because of what they may be going through. Not that it's right, not that you condone it, not that they should have taken care of their issue themselves, but you don't want to carry that into your next position because you don't want that same thing to happen again. So it's important to close the circle from where you left and to restore yourself and then move into a new energy where you can rely on yourself. But I feel it's going to be a better environment for you. How about you, Kelly?
That was wonderful, Jean. Julia, I get that. First of all, I commend you, like Jean said, for taking that step to take care of yourself is huge. And so, and I'm getting that it's really going to improve your health by leaving. And so, you're going to find that you're having more energy, and your overall health is you're gonna start feeling better. They want you to kind of look at this time as, of course you can, be looking and whatnot, but to really self-care and take care of yourself, and just reset, recharge, take this time to do that. And they also want you to let go of any control that you may have on, I need this, and trust that your angels, your guides, your helpers, your spirit team, they're going to find you the job that is for your highest good. And so just letting go of the control and just telling your spirit team that, what, I surrender and I allow what, show me the job for my highest good. Bring in the job for my highest good. And I get that they are. And they're saying to ask for what you want and be clear. And you can also write down, I want to work less and make more money. I want less stress. I want to make this amount of money. I want how many weeks of vacation, and write that down and be clear. I do feel like, Jean, it's going to be a few weeks to a month, before, but really honor yourself in this time, and just really nurture yourself. I'm also getting, and I know sometimes when we're looking for jobs, we need our phones and our computer, but to give yourself a break from that a little bit too, just to kind of reset and recharge. And if we're on the computer and looking continuously, it can shift our energy. And be sure to keep your energy clear, and also, that you're going to be home more. Make sure that you're keeping your environment, your space clear too, and just kind of remember less is more. and just moving things around in your space is going to help clear that energy too, and it'll raise the vibration excuse me, in your space and in your house, but also within you, which will help you manifest a job sooner. And yeah, and just take care of yourself. Love on yourself now, Julia, and take this time just to really hone in and honor yourself, and just know that this is really going to help your health too. It's going to really have a huge shift in making you feel better all around, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. It's a win.
I feel like she
Oh,
feels,
there you are.
yeah, I feel like she feels so much better now too. I feel like
Yeah.
this, like a weight's off of her back. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Jay or Julia, and thanks for asking your question. And I said it was Maria next. Yeah, and I did see her here. So
Okay.
Maria is next. And Lacey Gray, if you're here, just say hello. Oh, you're welcome, Jay or Julia. Thank you so much. It was a validation of where I was, where I am, where I need to go.
Yeah. Oh.
Good, good. I'm glad we were able to validate that for you, Miss Julia. Thank you. All right, so Maria is here and Lacey, thank you. So Maria wants messages from her spirit guides. And I think that's going to, well, no, we're good. We're good. Okay. So I see you having like a blanket on you, Miss Maria. I feel like you have like a blanket of protection or a blanket of boundary or a blanket of you may be feeling like there's a bubble around you. And I think it's self-imposed, and I think that it's necessary. If I remember correctly, I believe you're going through some grieving, and this blanket is something that would help to uh, console you and comfort you, protect you. And I feel like you get nourishment from this blanket. It's an etheric blanket. And it's almost like you're holding on to an energy that you're trying to find your way back to. It's almost like a safety blanket. You know how Linus is on the Peanuts, and he has this blanket. Just you can think of that. And if you don't have a blanket, or if you don't have something that you carry with you, you might want to find something that has a representation, whether it's a scarf or a bandana, or something that you can carry around with you that is sort of like a representation of you hanging on to that energy that you're trying to find your way back. And it's okay. It's important for you to take your time with the grieving process and understand and to nurture and to take care of yourself through each of these steps. I do feel that you need to um, it's almost like it's time, and take this with a grain of salt. It doesn't sound like the way it's going to come out, but it's time for you to take care of yourself. And it's up to you to take care of yourself. It's almost like nobody else is going to do it for you, and that sounds really harsh, but it's really you are going to be the one to decide and to make up your mind of when and how you will proceed. It'll be your decision and your motivation. You'll feel the motivation and trust that it will come, and trust yourself. It's almost like you're realizing who this is, and you're feeling yourself, your not independence, but your identity. you're feeling this, and you're almost like rebuilding and not rebuilding, but reimagining who Maria is and who Maria will be from this moment forward. And you're becoming yourself again, and you're almost getting to know yourself again, because it's a new identity that's coming up for you, but it's also um so it's also like, I'm not gonna let anybody walk all over me. I'm not gonna, be a people pleaser anymore. It's almost like you have this declaration of what your boundaries are, and to have this sacred energy that you hold around your own soul, your own self, and this new self respect. I feel coming through all of this, and I feel like this is going to take some time, and you'll slowly peel back the layers, and you may fall into the old Maria that used to be, but then you'll come back and be like, nope, I'm not going to be that way anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to work on what is best, and what fills me up, and what makes me feel that I'm of service, and that I'm in a higher vibration. You'll feel your bliss. It's almost like being in the flow, and you're not going to stand by and sit on the sidelines anymore and watch the flow go by. You're going to step into the flow and move forward. But I see beautiful. It's almost like a reinvention or a rebirth for you or something. It's really very beautiful, and you get to call the shots this time. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Wow. And it's pretty much it's kind of a mirrored messaging. I'm feeling, hi Maria, and thank you so much for being here. I'm I'm feeling like a lot, like being lost, just feeling just feeling lost in general. And your angels and your guides want you to know that you're never, ever, ever alone. And so you have them, around you, supporting you, but they want you to know that, when a person is feeling like, I need direction and whatnot, to reach out to that reliable friend or family members, whoever you're in alignment with, just to bounce ideas off, just to communicate and to talk to. They're also saying that being vulnerable is not a weakness; it's a superpower. And so, that sometimes, we're forced to be vulnerable in order to see our own strength. And I get that there's going to be a decision coming up that you're going to have to make, and it's almost like they're pushing you, like, come on, because when we don't decide to make the decision, no decision is actually our decision. So they're saying it's time to make that decision, and they said, take that leap, take that risk. It's safe. It's safe for you. And they really want you to make yourself a priority in your life, and to really love on Maria like you do everybody else, and self-care and nurture yourself. I'm I'm getting eyes, so I don't. It can be your third eye. Your third eye is opening up. It can also mean that sometimes with emotions come crying, or it can be a message that it's time to get your eyes checked. But I feel like it's your third eye that you have messages coming in, because they're now I just heard, pay attention to the messages, pay attention to the messages that we're giving you. Look for numbers, look for butterflies, birds, any coins. I get that they're trying to deliver messages, and trying to get your attention, and so that they want you to pay attention. Pay attention to number, signs, butterflies, and birds. And then And then lastly, if there's toxic relationships that are weighing you down, lowering your vibration, they would really encourage you to break free from those relationships, friendships, situations. And I get that that would be very beneficial for your health and just your overall well-being. And then sleep. And I know with this energy in the collective right now, it's so wonky that our sleep is really being disrupted. But sleep can really affect our overall health, mental health, emotional health, and physical health. And so, just trying to maybe go to bed earlier, if it's having some chamomile tea, amethyst will sometimes work for helping us sleep. But I'm getting that better sleep would be beneficial just for your overall well-being.
Thank you. Thank you, Kelly. Wow. Very nice. And Maria, all the best to you. And I am so excited for your future for sure. I see wonderful, beautiful things being, developed and created for you. So nice to see you. And I just want to say you're welcome. Oh, look, she said, thank you, Kelly.
Oh,
And Fatima is here. Hi, Fatima. So nice to see you. And Gina M is going off to sleep now. Hugs everybody.
oh,
And
sweet
KK
dreams.
is here. And nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Let me see. Jules Learning is here. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Everybody's here. Scott A jumped in. Nice to see you. Thank you, everybody, for being
Oh,
here
yeah.
and for popping in. I love seeing everybody come in, and it makes a difference, even if you can't be here in the beginning, that you take the time to come in and say hello, even though it's towards the end. So I think Lacey is next, and I think that Lacey will be our last reading for the afternoon, everybody. I know there's many people, and Sandra's here. Sorry, Sandra. She's like, Jean, me.
Hi.
And there's yeah, and today is President's Day, so we need to honor the position of president, and yeah, it's I think everybody was hopefully had some time off today, and okay, very nice. So Lacey Gray, hi Lacey, and she did say she was here. She says any messages or guidance for me at this time. Okay. So what I see you doing, Lacey, I don't know if you ever like rolled up a sleeping bag and then there's like this cord that you put around the center of the sleeping bag and you pull the cord tight so that it's all bound and it won't unravel. And I see you sort of getting your energy and your belongings and you're like tightening things up and you are organizing things and putting things in order so that it's not like all over the place. You're organizing, getting together and sort of like not fastening but shoring up these things. And I do see it's a little bit more of like a physical surroundings for you, Miss Lacey. And also your family. You may be gathering your family around. You may be pulling resources. You may be um, pulling resources like people who can help other people or people who can be there or take rides or give rides or pick up people. There's some sort of a getting people close in as well as your belongings close in. Almost like if you had your lawn furniture out and you had the badminton set still out in the carport or something like you're bringing all of these um, stray things, and I know it's not stray, but these scattered things, and you're bringing them in, putting them where they're supposed to be and fastening it up tight. for some reason. So this is what I feel your energy is like. And I just feel like you're getting things in order. You're taking almost inventory, and you're taking account. You're taking account of people and things. And it's very energetic for you. And it's almost like it gives you peace of mind. You know, making sure that you have everything that you need. You're being prepared. You're taking responsibility, and you're checking on others. And I'm not sure if this is a community, your family, your neighborhood, your if you have a church group, whatever this is, that you're taking care of things, you're taking care of people, you're taking care of belongings around you. And it's also resources, like you're pulling resources and almost taking account. So if anybody needs anything, they'll know where to get it. I'm not sure if this is in your job or your family now, but I think it's more of your family. Um, and that you're doing this, I feel like this is giving you a peace of mind. I think you're just um, tying up loose ends. If there was any loose ends, you're checking and double checking everything, and maybe consolidating some things, but you're shoring things up. That's all I keep getting. I'm not sure what that is, Miss Lacey. How about you, Kelly?
I Lacey, hi. Thank you so much for being here. I don't know what state you're in, and I know we're in the midst of winter, in a lot of United States, and so it's cloudy in a lot of states. I'm getting sunshine would be really really good for you. I mean, even if it's if you can't, if it's cold outside but the sun is shining, if you could uh, so you are make sure they're saying to make sure that you get enough sun. And so I don't know if you're indoors a lot, but even if it's sitting next to a window, to make sure that you're getting that extra sun. They also want you to know that, to really take it easy on yourself, and it can be physically, mentally, and emotionally, that it just, because what I'm feeling is like there's been like a lot of stimulation going on, and when we're overstimulated, it affects our nervous system, and it affects our overall well-being. And so, to really just take it easy. And they also want you to know, I don't know if you're dealing with anybody that has been, I just heard extra. If you've been dealing with somebody that's been extra, or a situation that's been extra, they want you to know that it's to stand your ground. Um, Stand your ground, and don't make yourself small in order to make others feel comfortable. That you matter, your voice matters, your words matter. That and it's easy to do, especially if sometimes we're not standing in our power, and standing our ground. um I'm also getting that, I don't know if you did your intentions, your wishes for 2025. If not, I recommend doing it. I see a road trip or a trip coming up, and they're saying do it, go for it, and it doesn't even have to be a big trip. It could be like a overnight getaway, or just a day road trip, or a weekend road trip. I don't know if you've been thinking about it. Otherwise, I'm planting the seed now for you, that it might be something, if you feel like you're in alignment with. They're saying to go for it. And I get that your intuition is really increasing, but to remember to take care of yourself, because that helps with our intuition too. And birds. I don't know if you have birds on where you live. If you have bird feeder, it could mean to feed the birds. It could mean to watch the birds. But even listening to birds for just a few minutes can really raise our vibration. And so I'm getting birds, around can really be uplifting, and it, you watching them, feeding them would be really, really beneficial for you, Lacey. But yeah, that's what I get for you.
Beautiful. Well done. Nice job. Well, thank you, Lacey. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And I see a lot of new people here. I see Yursa. I see Donna. I see there's Christine is here. LP is here. So thank you, everybody, for coming and being here. I'd love seeing new faces, and I appreciate everybody coming in. I'm sorry we didn't have time. Starseed's Wisdom is here, and I'm sorry we didn't have time to get to everybody's question. Please do stop back. We'll be back again soon. And please do go on over to Kelly's channel. It's called Callie Healer, and that's her YouTube channel name. And please go over and subscribe. And I will be back again soon as well. I'll be back again this weekend coming up. I wish everybody a wonderful holiday day here if you're in the US, and a beautiful week. So everybody take care. Thank you, Kelly, for being my guest and all of your beautiful readings coming through.
Thank you, Jean. Thank you for having me. I'm humbled and honored. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.